Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Day 12 of our challenge, and I thought we'd bring you along out to work with us today. And today we're out here in the valley, and we're building some jack fence today. So we'll bring you along, maybe show you a thing or two about it, and see what's going on. Okay, so Austin's putting it back together. And let me tell you, the guy that builds our jacks is the best in the business because those things fit together like a glove. Tight. Like a side note, I'm confused. I thought it was October, but yet it's acting more like November, December. So food for thought. Okay, well, we got a trailer load of jacks put together right over here, and now we got to drive them down to the other end of the fence and put them out and put some top rail up, and we'll bring you along and show you how that's done. Okay, if you have smaller jacks, I like to use those kind of in the middle of the rail run there. Adds for a little bit more flexibility. And we put our bigger, beefier ones where the junction is, or the end of the rail. Kind of makes for an easier deal. I'm gonna climb up here. Trying to film everything. We're gonna get half stuff done today. It's perfect. Okay, I just checked the temperature and 32 degrees. Wind chill, cold on the ears. Anyways, so at this point, we like to set up the top rail, run the top rail out quite a ways, a few hundred feet. And then after that, come back and put the middle jacks in. So we'll take you along, show you a little bit how that's gonna work out. Austin's already got one set up here for us, so check it out. Back a little bit. Okay. Okay, well, we got the top rail up about 12 sections out, or around 240 feet or so. So at this point, we like to come back to where we started from and straighten it out a little bit, straight as possible as you can with crooked poles. Even though these are pretty straight today. However, that's our next step, and then following that, we put the middle jacks in, then do some braces, and then we'll catch you up on the rest. Okay, well, this particular section is going to have just a slight curve to it. That's not too bad. This one here I can't see real well, so it needs to go this way a little bit. Right there. Perfect. Let me just stand up, maybe get a better view here. I don't fall off the fence. Okay, there we are. This is my office view for the day. Not too shabby, huh? I gotta say, even though that wind's cold, it is a beautiful day. Can't complain too bad. Okay, well, we just kind of eyeball these middle jacks in there. We don't feel the need to measure in the middle because the cows don't care. Okay, so now we got all the middle jacks put in there, and so we're ready to start throwing up the rails on the side and the back. We like to start on the what we call the front side. Oh yes, check two. Austin's like, we gotta do a brace. Of course we do. Okay, so we're gonna do a brace, and then we're gonna do the rails. Oh man. Okay, some folks like to take a rail and run it from here down through that middle jack and over to that spot. What we like to do is kind of consolidate into one little half section, and we run one from here to there, and then we're going to run one from there to there, what I call an X brace. I find that the shorter double tends to work better than that single long one. So we'll get one of those done and show you. And now we have our trusty DeWalt chainsaw. And that thing's handy. Sometimes, right? It's gotta have a battery. For that power. For that power? Okay, now it's time for the rails. Got the braces up. So now we're going to start on what I call the face or the front. And we're doing 2 rails on the front here. Okay, so that's the style, I guess, right there. Okay, so as you can see, what we like to do is we kind of like to space the rails as equal as we can without getting too out of hand, but you can see they're pretty close. Fluctuations just due to the rails themselves, but that's kind of what we're after right there. Okay, well, I will state for the record that there is more than one way to do this. Now we just happen to, we run our kind of our big end on the bottom, we put the small end of the rail on top and head off to the other one. And a lot of guys will do that the opposite. They'll kind of put their small end of their rail underneath the big one, and I understand why they do that, and it makes sense. However, I don't find that either way is a whole lot better than the other way, especially with these screws. So these seems to be secure, and I just like the way it looks better with the small on top. So just for the record, that's at your discretion. Okay, as far as setting the height on these, and like I said, we try to get our rails kind of equal distance apart, and as we're doing that, we're working. Austin just kind of gets in the groove of where it's at. Like, it happens to fall just about right on his knee on this one, and the upper one somewhere around there. And you just get used to where that rail hits your leg, especially after it starts to bruise after a while. You can feel it like a sharp knife. But anyways, that's one way to do it. We do have another way that's more technical. We have some blocks that we cut to put underneath that section, as well as this section. Gets it really nice if you need to do that. If you need to be technical, that's one way to do it. But this way here, for a field out in the middle of a ranch, is more than efficient. Yeah, that's good. Okay, well, we got all the face rails up there, the front rails. Now we're heading down to do the back rail. And just thought I'd say, if you guys have never been around jack fence or anything, it's a really efficient fence. It can be quite expensive depending on how much the rails and the wood's going for, but it can be spendy. But in cases like this, a lot of guys around here use it because of the elk. The elk keep knocking down their barbed wire fences or their wire fences repeatedly, to where, you know, just maintaining them is a full-time job, and that in itself becomes highly expensive. So these ones here seem to be more efficient for the elk. They don't tear them up as much, and works great for cows. And if you have some boggy areas, that's where it's really beneficial, because you know, you can build right out across there. It just kind of floats along with it. And there's a couple other specific ways to build that we can show you later on at some point. But this is what we're doing. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Okay, well, there we go. That's how we build jack fence. And thanks for coming along with us here on day 12 of our 30-day challenge. Appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Follow along. We'll be back out here tomorrow. And the ones that have been with us the whole time, appreciate it. Thank you. And we'll see you guys tomorrow on another beautiful day.